Team Interfood here today. How is everyone doing? Great. Hey, I'm on a healing journey, and I hope that you also are on a healing journey. I am a believer. I am also healing from narcissistic abuse. I have been in narc abuse for quite some time. However, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was called. I didn't know what it was. I just kept having this fog going on in my head. It just wasn't any clarity going on, and I just kept having patterns in my life, different patterns that I kept doing. It was just like going around the same old bush over and over and over again. But after I found out that it was a narcissist and that I had been severely manipulated by this con artist, then I started watching a whole bunch of tapes on narcissists and their behaviors and things like that. And one thing that stood out to me that I just wanted to talk about today, and that was like arguing with the narcissist or confronting the narcissist. Or what I found out is that you cannot argue with these people. You're not going to get anywhere. This is how they are. This is what they like to do. They like confusion. They like fussing. They like fighting. They like chaos. They like no peace. They like misery. So anything that is just not of a peace or anything that is not calm, they don't like it. Neither can they relate to anything that is peaceful or anyone that is calm. And so being a person of the light or children of the light or children of good resources that are stored in you and I, they hate that light so much to the point where they want to put it out. They want to just darken your light. So in order for a narcissist to darken your light, they have to bring confusion. They have to bring chaos. They have to bring separation. They have to bring their animal, demonic, darkened behavior. And so once they bring the animal, darkened behavior, then they know that they can keep you, the child of light, in like a box, in a barrel. And as long as they have you locked up in a barrel, then they can continue to play their demonic games of having no peace. So once I discovered this, because my stepmom is a narcissist, and I have a lot of narcs in my family, and I found myself around a lot of narcissists, and waking up to knowing that I was around all narcs was crazy, and it's still crazy. I'm still, battling the scars from having been the victim or the prey of all these narcs, So now, after having found out, my life is starting to make a little bit of more sense to me now. Because if you know anything about being around narcissists, they do not change their behavior. They're kind of all the same. They all lie. They all pretend to really like you. They pretend to really care for you. They pretend to be there for you. They pretend like they're going to be their only friend for you, that there's nobody else there but them. They will put you high up on a pedestal, and they'll just love you so much, and they'll just, be there praising on you, parading on you, giving you love, endless love. And then like the moment you start to find out, or the moment you want to use your own mind and do what you want to do, then that's when you're going to see the other side of the narcissist. So coming from a background of narcs and my stepmom being like the ringleader, I watched all my siblings. I have 5 siblings. 2 of my brothers have passed away, and one of my brothers is in prison. And then I have a sister left. And my 2 brothers that passed away, before dying, they all tried to confront this narcissist. they all try to make a case before this demon, because they realized that their childhood, something was wrong with it. It just wasn't right. It wasn't normal. But, so they figured that they can approach it in a way that was sensible. Because in the real world, two people should be able to sit down and talk things out, right? Normally, you said you hash out your disagreements, or you agree to disagree. You let everyone have their say, and so you have a normal sit down and everybody figure out what they need to do. Well, when you're with a narcissist and you want to sit down and have a normal, let's hash this out type of way, it's never going to be that way. The narcissist will sit there and listen to you, but the moment you leave, the narcissist is going to be stabbing you all in your back and telling you how crazy you are and you're stupid, and that what you were saying don't even make no sense. And if it's like a parent-father situation, for me, it's my stepmom, my dad, and his kids. So my dad, sat around. He was an enabler, and he sits around and he lets this woman that he married just basically bash his kids. When I was a little girl, all I can remember her saying to my dad running up and through the house was, Mac, which is my dad's name, your kids are crazy. Your kids are crazy. That's all I heard, growing up around this narcissist. Your kids are crazy. Your kids are crazy. Every time I turned around. So, my brother's, my brother, he would try to come around and make some sense out of what had happened to him in his childhood, because he had been manipulated by this stepmom, and his whole world was just chaotic and crazy. Like mine was chaotic and crazy. My brother's, he was depressed and chaotic and crazy too. So we all just been in this whirlwind of craziness. So trying to be normal and sitting down with a narcissist, and my brother would do this, but each time he would do this, he wouldn't get anywhere. He would just get stabbed in the back and talked about, and my dad would be, feeling like, oh, my kids are crazy, because based on the fact that my stepmother, this is all she put in his head, was his kids is crazy. And so my brother Eric, before he left and went into a hotel and mysteriously died at 18 years old, which I think the narc has something to do with that, he tried, talking to them too, but it just didn't work. So he stormed out of the house. He ran out of the house. He stormed out. He threw down plants and things like that. He broke a lot of stuff before he left, and he moved out, and he was like 18 years old. And again, like I said before, he moved up to LA, and then he just mysteriously died at 18 years old. They found him dead and decomposed in a hospital, in a hotel room. So even doing that, the narcissist talked about him. Oh, he got problems. He's sick. He's crazy. Max, something wrong with your kids. So again, there was my brothers attempting to settle something with the narcissist that love rolling around in dirt and junk, because they're like animals. You can't wrestle with a pig and expect not to get dirty. And so being around a narcissist, you are going to get dirty when you try arguing or confronting these people, because confronting them and arguing with them, you're never going to get anywhere. They don't care to get anywhere, because they know the dirt that they're spreading out and sloshing around and putting in people's faces. They know exactly what they are doing. So it's just up to us to know the difference of which arguments and which battles that we are willing to pick and choose, and which ones we are to let go and get rid of, and and fight. Fighting with a narcissist, there is no fight. You will never win that fight. The only fight that you can do with a narcissist is have no contact. Just leave. Don't have no contact. Do not deal with the narcissist anymore. Don't answer their phone calls. Don't invite them to your home. If they come, don't answer the door. Do not send anybody do not respond to anybody that they know, and they're sending them over. Don't. You have to lose all contact with anybody that is attached to the narcissist and anybody that know the narcissist. The narcissist does not mean you any good, and the narcissists love to fight. Remember what I said from the beginning of this video. They love chaos. They love separation. They love fighting. They love fussing. They love some type of argument. That is their bag. So you can't argue with someone who this is their makeup. This is how they're made. So don't even try. So the best thing you could do with a covert narcissist is just have no contact. Just leave them alone and go on about your life. And it doesn't matter who these people are. If they're your parents, siblings, best friends, it does not matter. You cannot do anything to fix these people. And they do not or ever see anything wrong with their actions. Never. So it's a waste of time. I hope this video has helped someone. Stay on your healing journey. Just stay on it and just get through the pain and the hurt of it all. It's painful waking up to the deception that you have been lying in or laying in for so many years. But you know what? Such is life. Life is hard. It's not easy. And I'm learning, that through it all, we can make it through it. And we just have to wake up and just know that we are worthy of having more than what the narcissist has been feeding us for so many years. Thank you for listening to my food. Thank you for receiving my food. This is T Mentor Food. God bless you all and be blessed.